Hey, what is good? This is another episode of Burn the Books. Thank you for tuning in. I'm not gonna lie, we're not having a great go of it on the college end of it, and that's one thing that I realized is that there's a lot of games that are on Saturdays, and I only picked a few of them, but there's a lot more that I could have picked, and I'm gonna start being more aggressive and with some of these. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities out there, and that's one reason why we do this. And my goal is to be better. And so we got the NFL slate tomorrow, and I didn't just pick three games. I picked several. There's very few games that I did not at least make a pick one way or the other on, like, whether it be the overs, the unders, or the spread or whatnot. And let's go ahead and get it started. The first game is Indy, and is technically playing on the road against New England, but we're playing in Frankfurt, Germany. And one, I gotta tell you, I like the unders in that game. I don't think that New England is going to find their offense miraculously out on the road on this game, or out in Europe. They're not going to find it at any of the museums or whatnot out there. And I'm gonna say I like Indy minus the one also out there. So those are my first two picks. I mean, Indy isn't playing great, but I mean, their defense is starting to pick it up, and I feel like Gardner Minshew is he's doing well for what they need him to do, to fill in for Anthony Richardson, who's done for the year. So those are my first two picks for the first game. That's even just before noon. There's two of them. The next one, we have the Houston Texans are on the road. They're playing against the Cincinnati Bengals, and the uh, the Bengals are a 6.5 point favorite, and you have all rights to actually like them in this game, but they do have some injuries. Taj Boyd is questionable. I'm pretty sure T. Higgins is going to be completely out for the game. And Houston has one of the best pass defenses in the NFL, and it's very unsung. C.J. Stroud's been playing his ass off. I feel like that line is too big. I could see Cincinnati being a 3.5 point favorite, but 6.5 is too much. I'm going to take the Houston Texans plus the 6.5. Um, Next game is the New Orleans Saints are on the road playing against the Minnesota Vikings, and the Saints are a 3 point favorite, and I could see why. The the Saints have been playing pretty well, but Josh Dobbs has been he played lights out last week against the Dirty Birds in Atlanta, and I'm not gonna lie. I probably don't have any right pick in this game, but I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings at home plus the 3 points. I feel like things are going to come together, and I feel like Dobbs is going to be able to make some plays with his feet that Kirk Cousins wouldn't be able to make. So that's one of my first upsets. I feel like Minnesota is going to win that one. So I'm taking them plus those 3 points. The next game is Green Bay is on the road at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a 3 point favorite, and I feel like Pittsburgh should probably be a 6 point favorite, just for the simple fact that T.J. Watt is playing. Kenny Pickett. I mean, the offense hasn't been doing great, but they have been picking things up a little bit. But the defense for Pittsburgh has just been on fire, and I feel like Pittsburgh is probably one of the easiest picks of the week, to be honest with you. Um, Nothing against Jordan Love, but I mean, I just don't feel like the Green Bay's offense has been playing well enough to be able to overcome that defense. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh minus the 3 points in that game. The next game on is Tennessee is playing against Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. Tennessee is a 3 point underdog on the road. I like them plus the 3 points, but I will tell you I do like the overs in this game big time. The over under is 38, I feel like it should be way higher with Baker Mayfield has been involved in some shootouts this year, and Will Levis has been he's gotten the green light. He's going to be starting from here on out, and I think that the overs in this game is a really good. It's a really good pick in my opinion, but I mean I feel like you can get away with Tennessee plus the 3 as well. Um, San Francisco and Jacksonville are playing also, and San Francisco's a 3-point favorite on the road, and I don't feel like that's a bad line. But I'm going to take the overs in that game. I like the over 45. I can see them both teams putting up a lot of points. I could see it being 28-27 or 28-23. I'm not going to pick a side, but I do like the overs in that game. 45 points. Deebo Samuel's coming back. San Francisco's coming off a bye. Jacksonville's coming off a bye. So we'll see what happens. So I like the overs in that game. Cleveland and Baltimore are playing. Cleveland's on the road at Baltimore. Baltimore's a 6.5 point favorite. You know me. I've promoted buying a half a point here and there, and this is one of the games I feel like buying a half a point would be advantageous. Buy it to 6 points. I like the overs in this game as well. 38 points. Deshaun Watson has been playing pretty good, and Lamar Jackson, I feel like he's been playing MVP caliber football. You could potentially see defensive scores in this game, but those are the two picks that I like in that one. I like Baltimore minus the 6. I like the overs in that game, 38. Atlanta is on the road playing against Arizona. This is going to be Kyler Murray's first game back in almost a year. Arizona is a 1.5 point dog at home. I like Atlanta in this game. Their defense has been playing really well. They've been playing really well against the pass, and Bijan Robinson and company, the Algier and Cordarrelle Patterson, they've just been playing lights out. They've been running the ball left and right all over everybody. So I'm going to take Atlanta in this game. Detroit is on the road playing against the Chargers. Detroit is a 3-point favorite. It's going to be one of the afternoon games. I do like Detroit minus the 3 points. The Chargers had a really good game against the Jets, and everybody is really quick to blame Zach Wilson for how bad it went for the Jets out there. But I feel like the Chargers played really over the top defense. They got 8 sacks in that game, but I don't think that they can repeat that against Detroit. Detroit is coming off a bye. Detroit is one of the better teams in the NFC, and the Chargers. They've been hit or miss. I feel like this is going to be more of a miss game for them. The Giants are playing against Dallas on the road, and Dallas is a 17-point favorite at home. And most people would say it's really irresponsible to tout double-digit favorites. But I don't know if you saw Tommy DeVito play against the Raiders last week. But he made the Raiders look like they were a championship caliber defense. And I told y'all last week that I was a big fan of the Antonio Pierce effect. And, they did strike the Giants down big time in that game. And, Dallas beat them 40-0 in New York. This game's going to be in Dallas. I feel like Dallas they're going to be able to cover the 17 points all day long. You could probably also team that up with the overs in that one. 38.5 points. If the Giants score any points at all, they will get there. So Dallas minus the 17 at home. And that's the last afternoon game. The last game of the night tomorrow is the Jets. They're playing against the Raiders. The Raiders are a 1-point underdog. And once again, I was just talking about the Antonio Pierce effect. I feel like it is still going to be majorly in effect Aiden O'Connell did all right. Devontae Adams didn't really see the ball. I think that all that will change. I think Josh Jacobs is going to see a lot of touches, and yeah, I think that the Raiders are going to beat the Jets. I'm not going to say it's going to be handily. I can see it being by 10, and of course, after that game, everybody's going to blame Zach Wilson for how everything goes, and I mean, it is what it is. And of course, they're going to be trying to push for Aaron Rodgers to come back. You know, with 4 weeks left and barely a shot at the AFC East title or the shot at the playoffs, and everybody's going to be trying to push him back in there. But anyways, I ramble on. I do like the Raiders in that game, plus the 1 point. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in, and hopefully, next time around, it'll be on Monday. I'll let y'all know how I'm feeling about that game, and I'll probably have a couple NBA picks. I don't like to just pick one game. I do appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I mean, I haven't actually said this not in one video. I haven't actually said this one time, but please like, subscribe, tune into the channel. There's just friends of mine really right now that are tuning in, but I'm trying to get my name out there, like on Twitter. I'm going to start using Instagram and whatnot. Anyways, thank y'all so much for stopping by, and good luck to everybody. Be responsible. Don't sue me for potential bad picks. You know, at worst, I feel like I'm a sounding board. So, I mean, like, if you don't like my picks, I mean, I'm giving you a reason not to like them, I guess. So, anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time around for Monday Night Football.